Risa says, Brock, do you have a press release strategy too?
I don't really have like a press release strategy per se. I utilize them and just kind of my focus on like building press releases. It's to me, it's like building your brand almost, right? You're trying to just get more exposure, get Google to find you in more places all around the internet. And I almost use it as an excuse, like right after a press release, to like crank up things like CTR traffic
Yeah.
and stuff like that to make it look natural.
Yeah.
And really solidify those links. So, like one thing that I like to do with CTR boosters, they have like a backlink strategy. I can just drop in the links, and it'll go to those pages and find my anchor text or whatever, and then click through to like the websites and stuff like that's really good to use.
Yeah.
And then obviously iframe stacking and stuff, which I'm Bradley, I'm pretty sure you're a big fan of, as we had a discussion about that the other day on
Yeah.
Facebook. You know.
Yeah, that's what, when we build the SEO shield, like the drive stack and the G site's a big iframe kind of hub. And so is the ID page. We use an Amazon S3 hosted HTML page, which is essentially just an iframe loop. All that is it's the ad ID designation in the local business schema. That's what we use the S3 URL for, but it's just an HTML page, which nothing but the location landing page iframed, the GMB map, the GMB website, and then Press Advantage organization page, which has its own iframe stack built into it. Then we iframe the ID page into itself at the bottom. And so it creates that like mirror and mirror, like, goes on for infinity type thing. It's an iframe loop. That's why we always called it that. And it just continually feeds that, that ad ID designation is supposed to be, basically where all the entity information can be validated by the bots. And so we put local business schema on the ID page, and then we stack all the iframes from our main entity assets, as well as now I've more recently started adding the citations in there, either like in the sidebar of the HTML page so that Google will crawl the citations, or in a G sheet that you make public and in publish and embed the G sheet. And that has all of the citation URLs in it. And it works really, really good because, again, those are like an iframe loop. The bots come in and they get stuck. It's awesome.
Yeah. Just keep going and going and going and going.
It's like a wormhole. It's awesome.
No, that is really cool. That is really cool. Actually, I've never heard about that, using the Amazon bucket for the actual like ad ID and using that. That's very interesting.
Well, you and I should jump on a private call sometime, Brock, and kind of exchange some ideas, man, because I got some pretty cool things I'm sure I could show you, and I'm sure you could do the same for me as well. So
yeah, no, I'd love to, man. Anytime, bro.